You could feel the excitement in the air as Burkina Faso showcased nearly 1,000 brand new tractors and trucks. This wasn't just about showing off some machines. It was a sign of a huge change happening in this country. These vehicles represent hope, growth, and a future where Burkina Faso stands tall as a shining example of self-reliance and success. President Ibrahim Traoré has proven once again that true leadership comes from looking ahead and having the courage to make tough decisions. While many leaders might have focused on building up the military, President Traoré took a different path. He took money that was meant for weapons and instead invested it in something that truly keeps a country strong. It's agriculture. This bold move is transforming Burkina Faso in remarkable ways. The nation is stepping out of the shadows of dependency and charting a course towards a future where its people can provide for themselves. As these new tractors and trucks roll in, they are carrying the dreams of countless farmers who are ready to make the land flourish like never before. This strategic move comes at a pivotal time, with militant threats significantly reduced. Burkinabe youth are now returning to the land, embracing farming as a noble and prosperous profession. And now, thanks to this massive fleet of tractors, these young farmers have the tools they need to thrive. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an update on global trends that shape our future. Let's talk about people like Thomas Coulibaly and Michel Coulibaly, two new farmers who have recently taken their first steps into agriculture. In Silenzo's fertile plains, where the land is rich and welcoming, these men are cultivating hope alongside wheat and potatoes. Thomas Coulibaly, standing proudly in his 25-hectare wheat field. "This is my first time growing wheat," he says, "and I'm amazed at how well it's doing. This land has the potential to feed not just my family, but entire communities." Michel Coulibaly, equally enthusiastic, has ventured into both wheat and potatoes. With a beaming smile, he shows us his ripe wheat field and the early sprouts of potatoes. "At first, I doubted if this would work," Michel admits, "but now, seeing these crops flourish, I'm inspired to double my efforts. Next season, I plan to cultivate 10 hectares of wheat." Both Thomas and Michel speak of the invaluable support they've received from agricultural officers who regularly visit their fields, offering guidance and technical advice. They also highlight how the state has committed to purchasing their harvests, ensuring financial stability, and encouraging even more Burkinabe to join this agricultural revolution. But let's not forget the machinery, the heroes behind the scenes. The nearly 1,000 tractors and trucks now safely docked at Ghana's Tema seaport are more than just metal and engines. They represent opportunity designed for cultivation, irrigation, and excavation. These machines will revolutionize how Burkinabe land is farmed. The Minister of State, Minister of Agriculture, Animal and Fisheries Resources, Commander Ismail Sambi, personally supervised the arrival and reception of this equipment. His mission to Ghana was crucial, ensuring that the machinery is swiftly transported to Ouagadougou and distributed to the National Office of Dams and Hydro-Agricultural Development on Bayer and the National Company for Land Development and Rural Equipment, Sonatir. This equipment, valued at over 13 billion CFA francs, includes graders, hydraulic shovels, bulldozers, and compactors. With these tools, Anbar and Sonator can now accelerate dam construction, rehabilitate vital infrastructure like the Hera Dugo site, and optimize hydro-agricultural projects across the nation. Water mobilization and availability for irrigation will improve dramatically, ensuring that farmers like Thomas and Michel have consistent and reliable resources to sustain their crops year-round. This not only strengthens food security, but also positions Burkina Faso as a leader in agro-pastoral development. The success stories of Silenzo's wheat and potato fields are just the beginning. With this new wave of agricultural machinery, more Burkinabe youth will find empowerment in farming. The dream of food self-sufficiency is no longer a distant goal. It's unfolding right before our eyes. This is the kind of transformative change that defines great leadership. President Traore's commitment to uplifting his people Investing in sustainable agriculture and prioritizing the nation's long-term prosperity as a model for the entire continent is truly inspiring. As the tractors roll into Burkina Faso, they carry with them the hopes and dreams of countless farmers. They symbolize a break from dependency and a step toward a future where Burkinabe fields flourish, feeding not just the nation, but inspiring all of Africa. Stay tuned to Intervlog as we continue to follow this incredible journey from the fields of Silenzo to the bustling streets of Ouagadougou. We'll be here to showcase the stories that matter, the stories that change lives, because at Intervlog, we believe in the power of vision, the strength of community, and the unstoppable force of a nation united in purpose. Wow, Burkina Faso, what an incredible journey ahead. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories from across Africa. This is Intervlog, your voice, your stories, your Africa. Jubilation swept across Burkina Faso today as news outlets showcased photos of nearly 1,000 newly acquired tractors and trucks, a testament to President Ibrahim Traore's transformative vision. With militant attacks significantly reduced and more Burkinabe youth embracing farming, President Traore made a bold and strategic move, redirecting a portion of the 2025 budget originally earmarked for weapons to invest in agricultural machinery. This decision strengthens Burkina Faso's agricultural sector and paves the way for long-term food security and economic growth. The fleet of tractors designed for cultivation, irrigation, and excavation has safely arrived at Guiana's Tema seaport, marking the beginning of a new era in Burkinabe agriculture. The Minister of State, Minister of Agriculture, Animal and Fisheries Resources, Commander Ismael Somba, carried out a mission to the Republic of Ghana on Thursday, February 20th, 2025. The objective of this mission was to oversee the arrival and reception of equipment intended for the operationalization of the National Office of Dams and Hydro-Agricultural Development on BA, as well as the strengthening of the intervention capacities of the National Company for Land Development and Rural Equipment. The equipment, with a total value of more than 13 billion CFA francs, was acquired from the state budget. It consists of graders, hydraulic shovels, backhoe loaders, bulldozers, mixed sheeps, foot compactors, smooth rollers, and tandem roller compactors. This equipment constitutes a major investment for the development of the country's hydro-agricultural infrastructure. It reflects the vision of the head of state, His Excellency Captain Ibrahim Traore, in terms of improving the mobilization and availability of water for irrigation and strengthening the capacities of the agro-pastoral sector. At the port of Tema, the Minister of State, Zambi, accompanied by the Ambassador of Burkina Faso to the Republic of Ghana and the heads of the structures concerned, supervised the arrival and unloading of this equipment, which will soon be transported to Ouagadougou. This acquisition marks an important step in the implementation of hydro, agricultural development, and water resources management projects in Burkina Faso in order to ensure greater food security and strengthen irrigated agriculture for continuous production. With this cutting-edge equipment, Anbar and Sonater will now be better equipped to intervene effectively on the ground, develop the necessary infrastructure, and optimize the country's hydro-agricultural developments, thus contributing to the success of the Burkinabe government's agricultural policies. The agricultural offensive is underway in Silenzo, where the soil is favorable for the cultivation of potatoes and wheat. On February 23, 2025, the AIB visited the fields of two producers to observe the evolution of these crops. In the field of Thomas Colabelli, we discover a parcel of about 25 hectares imbued with wheat at full ripening. "This is my first time growing wheat," says Thomas Kulabili, "and I'm amazed at how well it's doing. This land has the potential to feed not just my family, but entire communities." As for Michel Koulibaly, who has also experimented with wheat and potatoes, he displays a satisfied smile showing his ripe wheat field. "At first I had doubts, but Silenzo's land is well adapted to the cultivation of wheat and even potatoes. See for yourself, the field looks promising. It gives me courage to do more. After this harvest, I plan to grow 10 hectares of wheat alone in the winter." Regarding the difficulties encountered, Michelle Coulibaly points out the appearance of caterpillars. But thanks to the chemical treatments, the crops are doing well on both his field and Thomas's field. These two producers are waiting for instructions from the Agricultural Services because, according to them, the state would have committed to buying the produce after the harvest. In a passionate speech, the Burkina Faso Minister of State, Minister of Agriculture, Animal and Fisheries Resources, Commander Ismail Zambi, celebrated this milestone achievement. He began by highlighting the gravity of the moment, recounting how in the past the nation's lands cried out for attention, with vast fields lying barren and farmers struggling with outdated tools. But today the tide has shifted with the arrival of this formidable fleet of tractors and trucks. Burkina Faso is embarking on a journey that will transform the very fabric of its agricultural landscape. The minister emphasized that these nearly 1,000 machines, now safely docked at Ghana's Tema seaport, are more than just metal and engines. They are the seeds of hope, the tools of empowerment, and the harbingers of a brighter future. Redirecting a portion of the 2025 defense budget to invest in agricultural machinery was a bold and strategic decision by President TRAORE, reflecting a profound understanding that true national security extends beyond weapons. It lies in the ability to feed the people, cultivate the lands, and ensure economic stability. The minister expressed his personal experience in overseeing the arrival and reception of this equipment in Ghana, feeling the weight of its significance not just in the physical mass of the machines, but in the hope they carry for millions of Burkinabe. He highlighted the value of this investment, which exceeds 13 billion CFA francs, and the various types of machinery that will play a pivotal role in the development of the country's hydro-agricultural infrastructure. The minister emphasized that these efforts are in line with the president's vision to improve water availability for irrigation, fortify the agro-pastoral sector, and ultimately achieve food security. He expressed hope that with this cutting-edge equipment, Anbar and Sonaterre will now be better equipped to intervene effectively, develop necessary infrastructure, and optimize hydro-agricultural projects contributing to the success of the government's agricultural policies. Beyond the machinery and infrastructure, the minister acknowledged that this moment is about the people, the farmers, the youth, and the families who will reap the benefits of these investments. He spoke of the cultural shift where farming is now being embraced as a cornerstone of the national identity and economic prosperity, with the youth returning to the land driven by opportunity rather than necessity. The minister stressed the importance of continued commitment, innovation, and unity in nurturing these investments and ensuring that every Burkinabe benefits from this transformation. He expressed gratitude to President TRAORE for his visionary leadership and called on all stakeholders, government, farmers, private sector, and civil society to work together to cultivate this new era of prosperity. In closing, the minister expressed his hope that the lands remain fertile, the waters plentiful, and the future of Burkina Faso bright. He concluded with a rousing call: Vive la Burkina Faso, vive notre agriculture, vive notre peuple, long live Burkina Faso, long live our agriculture and our people. This inspiring story of Burkina Faso's agricultural transformation is a testament to the power of visionary leadership, the resilience of the Burkinabe people, and the unwavering belief in the potential of Africa to rise and shape its own destiny. As the world watches, Burkina Faso stands tall, a shining example of what can be achieved when a leader dares to dream and a people dare to believe. Thanks for watching till the end. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like as well as a sub so more people can see this.